Points. How do you sum it up?
Good, well deserved. I really think it's a difficult game. It's a different game. It's a lot of emotions involved. Red card, maybe second yellow for us. Penalty. I saw now your guys discussed it. I honestly, that's an example how a penalty looks. To be honest, the arm should not be in. That's how it is. So we should have in the first half. We had 3 big opportunities which didn't even end up as shot on target, which is not cool. But we should be, with a better last pass, we have to score there 1, 2 or 3, and that didn't happen, and that's not helpful. Red card for Everton, and that obviously changed the game. We didn't use it immediately to our advantage. Half time, first and foremost, I told the boys we ignore the fact that we are 1 man up, because it always leads to frustration if you don't get through. You can feel that in the crowd as well. It's completely normal. If I would sit there, it would be the same. Everybody thinks now each opportunity has to be a chance, each possession phase has to be a chance, and that will not happen. But we kept them away from the goal, from our goal. That's very important, because the more set pieces they have, the more likely it is that they will score. Penalty. I'm not sure if anybody wants to discuss it, but I think it is a penalty. Yes, and we are lucky. Probably didn't see it back yet, but probably we're lucky with Ibu that he didn't get the second yellow there. And then finally we used 1 counter-attack. So even when it was late, but it was for me a perfect moment. So we won the game. Difficult game, always difficult. I'm really happy.
You say you feel fortunate that Konate wasn't shown a second yellow card. Can you understand then the frustration from Everton that there seems to be a lack of consistency even within one game of those challenges not being charged?
Of course I understand it. What I heard when we were on the other side, we have to accept that. So it's really hard to do that in the first moment, but with time you get over it, I can tell you.
How much of a risk did you feel you had to take in the second half, as you say, because even though you had the man advantage on the pitch, you had to change things up and really go for it?
Yeah, I'm not sure we took risk, but we had to. We wanted then. We brought another offensive player. I think that made a lot of sense. And how can you do that without taking one off? You have to change a little bit. So we put Lucio on the left back position. They didn't have a winger there really, so we thought that's possible. So let him attack there, and that's actually. He was the player who crossed the ball for the penalty, so that obviously was not the worst idea we ever had. That's the risk you have to take, but it's just difficult. It's not about taking a risk. It's difficult. Everton is usually not a team who has that deep a block. So I would have loved to play the game 11-11, to be honest, or 10v10 or whatever, because then it's just a different game. But now with 10, and it's really deep, and that's difficult. So first half we had much more finishes, like at least as I remember, than in the first phase of the second half. Does it make sense? No, but you have to get used to it, and that's how it is. On your good day, everybody. If we are flying, we will win football games. But when we are not flying, we still have to win. And that's what we did, and I liked the really a lot of parts of the performance. And as a group, we have to still to grow together and to get more stable. And I saw a lot of moments where we showed that.
Well, it is a win that for now takes you top of the Premier League table in the Merseyside derby. To get those 3 points, certainly a good start for the Reds of Liverpool this weekend.
Yes, of course. But we have to go there as well, and I thought Everton played a good game, so that's what they can build on as well. And so maybe it's not a bad day for the whole Merseyside. Let me say it like that.
Thanks, Jurgen.
Welcome.
Dominic, what does that feel like? Your first taste of the Merseyside derby and on the winning side here at Anfield.
It feels really good. As I said before, playing in Anfield is something special, and playing against Everton is a derby, so I didn't expect that, but feels nice.
What didn't you expect?
Well, I expect it's gonna be good, but not that loud, I played in a lot of stadiums, but this is one of the best.
How tough a job did you have in that midfield today? Because despite the fact that they went down to 10 men, you had to work really hard out there to get the 3 points.
Now we were in a good side of 10 men, because In the season we got sometimes 10, even 9 men. I know how it feels to play with 10 men, so I know how they felt actually. But yeah, you have to be focused until the end, and we just take the 3 points and focus on the next game.
The game-changing moment was when Mo Salah stepped up to take that penalty. Never in doubt?
Me, never. So I trust him, he trusts himself. This is the most important. He scored, finish.
And for you, since coming here to Liverpool, how easy have you found it to fit in with this group of players? How much are you enjoying it? I can see from the smile on your face you are.
It's never easy, but yeah, as I said, the guys helped me a lot, the manager helped me a lot. Really happy to play in front of those fans. And yeah, I'm just doing my job, and this is the most important.
Who were the players in the dressing room that told you what to expect in this derby? What were they saying to you before the game?
Probably I'm most with Trent, and I asked him like how it's gonna be, but everybody in the staff said it's gonna be really good. So I just came out and take the 3 points.
Well, this win takes Liverpool to the top of the table for now. Good start to the weekend, hey?
Yeah, it's the best.
Congratulations, well done. Enjoy the celebration.
Thank you, thank you.
Game for Liverpool at times, some contentious decisions as well in that one, but they do have the victory. In Rio, was it deserved overall? Were they the better team?
I thought they were the better team, but I still think they've been lucky today in terms of decisions. I think we're going to touch on it in a little while, but with Konate, he escaped getting a second yellow card today. And I thought we were very, very fortunate in that sense. I don't think Liverpool played particularly well today. I wouldn't say Jordan Pickford had loads of saves to make, and there was loads of shots raining down on his goal. Everton defended well, I thought, and made some huge blocks at times. But this wasn't like a performance from Liverpool that you go, wow, this looks like a team that are firing all cylinders. But what I would say is in these games, there's very, very few games that you look at in derbies where you go, that team performed perfectly well and they were at their best. They got the 3 points, and Liverpool will be delighted with that.
Plenty of signs still in there for Everton, despite them going down to 10 men, Phil, that they're heading in the right direction?
Yeah, it was always going to be a tough game coming here. I think up to obviously sending off, I think both teams would have been reasonably happy with the way they came for the game. But, you know, as soon as the sending off happened, it was always going to change. Everton pretty much put a stall out for the second half. They brought on 2 defenders, took off 2 sort of wide men, and we're looking to see it out. And, you know, you hope for a little bit of luck, a little bit of good fortune, and it definitely didn't go their way today. You know, obviously we will talk about the bookings and even the penalty. I know the way the world is and the way it is now. You've got to put your hands behind your back in the box to make sure there's no contact. And unfortunately, as soon as he went over to the monitor, we knew it was going to be a penalty.
At that incident, the referee was advised to have an on-field review for this handball. Went over to the monitor, awarded the penalty. Peter, was it a clear penalty to you?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a penalty in this day and age. You know, I don't like to see it. I think Ali said it in commentary. You know, if it's a deliberate handball, there's no way it's deliberate. But his hand is out of the natural position. It's out of the silhouette, and once his arm's out and it hits it, he's running the risk of a penalty, and unfortunately, this day and age, it is a pen.
I feel this was the only way that Liverpool were going to score today. I don't think they were peppering the Everton goal today, and it was going to take a situation like that was going to break the deadlock.
I guess the argument is players now, they all know that arm's away from the body, it's not in a natural position, that's going to be awarded. But you think it's impossible, Phil?
It's an evolution. We had the point where if it touched anywhere on your arm, it was a penalty a couple of years ago, and they're trying to make it as easy as possible to understand. But the fact of the matter is, your arms are part of your body, and when you're moving and when you're going from side to side, they won't be stood right next to you. With Keano here, unfortunately, it's probably half a yard too far out, so it was easy to give. But if you do it in real time, it was slapped in. But as Crouch said, that's the rules.
My big thing with this, and we were talking off air, as defenders, when you go into engage a player, especially in those wide areas there, for you to go out there and keep your hands here, right inside the silhouette of your body, it takes the advantage straight to the attacking player, because your balance, your ability to then manoeuvre without your arms being out to support you, makes it very difficult for a defender.
I think it's something you have to do now, is put your hands behind your back. We used to laugh at that, but I think you genuinely have to do that now.
Yeah.
And Mo Salah, Peter, made absolutely no mistake from the spot. We can see, though, Virgil van Dijk is joining us. Yeah, congratulations, Virgil. Good to see you.
Come in.
That's well done, mate.
Come in, Virgil.
We were just talking about Mo Salah there, making no mistake from the penalty spot. Again, the main man for you, stepping up so many times. Just, he continues to deliver.
Yeah, great players do. And obviously, I think this season, or towards the end of last season he missed a couple, but to still step up and deliver like he does is something we need, and that's something also that's part of a big football club, and that's what we are, and hopefully we can build on this as well. So yeah.
7 Merseyside derbies, goals for him now. Only Steven Gerrard has more. Is it the consistency that he gives you that makes him a world-class player?